more. And so what are the things that stop men from being successful? And I saw it. Females was one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, it just seemed like, and still, undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. I'm just like, yo, it just seemed like, bro, my father had multiple kids by multiple women. You know, I got a sister I found out, you know, when I was older that I had that's only a few months younger than me. You know what I'm saying? She might be 9 months. Like, I was just like, yo, bro, I'm not disrespecting my family. Everybody got to go through their whatever. But I was like, yo, I don't want that life no more. Like, I don't want to lose. So I started looking at power, egos. A lot of dudes fail because of their ego. You know, they can't be the two-man. They can't serve nobody else. You know, and then money. You know what I'm saying? I just saw just people would just get money. Like, I grew up in Motown. So these young dudes would come great musicians and end up smoking crack or cocaine and just losing their mind. You look at Marvin Gaye, you know, Al Green, you know, the life they had, Sam Cooke, like some of the most talented people, Michael Jackson even, Whitney Houston. And I just started realizing, like, yo, if you don't deal with your demons, they ain't going nowhere. They not gonna stay in the closet. Right. And so I was like, yo, E, you gotta discipline yourself. I started looking at Mother Teresa, Gandhi, and I was like, yo, bro, Gandhi would go fast from sex, and he was married. He would fast from talking. You know, I just started watching these great people and was like, yo, these people fast, and not about fasting, like that's not the piece, but they were very disciplined people, and they would not allow their exterior world to dominate or destroy their internal world. I just like, yo, I want to get to a place where I can control me. My family members have grown. I lost an uncle, cirrhosis of the liver, brilliant man, but just drinking. And I was like, yo, I do not want to. My father was a substance abuser for years. I was like, yo, I don't want a life where something else is controlling me. You know, like for real, when I left home and said, I don't want to be controlled no more, like I meant that. Like I don't want nothing to control me but me. And so I got to put myself under extreme discipline to make sure I'm free. So when people see me, you get up at 3, you don't drink, you don't smoke. I'm not doing that because I think I'm better than nobody else, or I think you're going to go to hell because you had a drink. I want to control, I want freedom. And for me, disciplining myself means more freedom. And the less you discipline yourself, people who, I told my son the other day, I was like, yo son, I do not want you to have fun. I've just seen a history of people who just have fun. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, New Year. They're the people who
Thursday night,
Friday night. Oh man, every night. Yeah. They're the people who end up in their 20s having a great deal of fun, but in their 40s and 50s, they working for somebody, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with cleaning toilets, but they doing something they don't want to do for the rest of their life, and they can't retire because they played so much. You know, so for me, I just look at Venus and Serena, Michael Jackson, when he used to like 5 and 6 just dancing all night. I just think the more a man discipline himself, the greater, it don't mean it's gonna happen, but the greater the probability that he has this sense of freedom. And I will say this, the one thing I enjoy is that now where I am, this don't mean that when you're 20, you're 30, you're 40. I never knew I would be who I am. But I'm grateful that I disciplined myself the way I did, because some of the issues I could have as one of the top motivational speakers in the world, I don't have those issues. And let me tell you something, I'm around more temptation now than I have ever been in my life. And we're not just talking about women, we're talking about opportunities, we talk about power, we're talking about, bro, I got a call, and I won't say names because I know you know how you are, but I got a call this week from 2 or 3 people that top in their industries. And it's just like, yo, the people I coach and the people so I'm grateful that I'm disciplined, because I could see if I wasn't disciplined with the exposure that I had around the world, I could get myself in a lot of trouble right now if I wasn't.
Is it something? Let me ask you this. So is it something now that is just routine, the discipline, or do you still have to have it in your conscious mind?
I'm still a man every day. I got to wake up in the morning. I am not past still being a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to make that clear. You feel me? Like, I'm not robot, where I get up every day, and now I've gotten to a point where women are not attracted to me. With certain personality, I'm not there, bro. I'm not there where I see chicken and don't want to eat fried chicken. I'm not there. I still like the way chicken tastes. I don't have a vegan heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a vegan mindset. I just know that my wife got MS and I want to help her out. But I don't see chicken and go, that's disgusting. They're killing them. Some chicken was murdered. We should not kill chicken. I'm not on that. I'm on, my wife shouldn't be eating fried food and she don't eat rotisserie chicken, you know. So no, I have to get up every day, and it's a battle every single day to do right. So if you see ET cut somebody out on the street level, you know that I'm human and I had a bad day. But I figure if I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and get through this routine, the probability of me not going off is greater. But it don't mean I'm not going to have a bad day. It just means if I follow my routine.
Shalom, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders that rule well. It's like, yeah. Shalom, brothers. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, double honors to the apostles and the elders that rule well. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word, sincerity and in truth. Discipline is very important in this walk of ours. Because with that discipline, we become closer to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And also, that discipline purifies us, and we have a better chance at becoming one of the elects that's going to eventually be saved out of this place, man. You know, every day is a battle. Every day is a fight to refine yourself, to improve yourself, man. You know, the scriptures talk about how we have to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. And that's very important, you know, to do when serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Those expectations, those how we handle things in the past, you know, we have to do away with those things and follow the true understanding of these scriptures. So every day it takes us trying to purge that old man, you know, how we used to handle things. You see what I'm saying? And becoming that new creature according to the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Before I read this, let me get this in our Romans. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies as living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove which is what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So the scriptures are calling us to become, you know, better people, new people. Now, the core of our existence, our soul, is that going to change? No. But what I'm saying is, impurities that we have, they have to be purged out of us for us to be an acceptable sacrifice to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And the only way that's going to happen is if we have discipline. It takes discipline to really be consistent, you know, and have that desire to want to change, you know, who you are, man, for the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. You know, I mean, that means every day you're toiling in this truth. You're reading, you're, you know, exhorting brothers, you know, you're exhorting yourself, you know, you're praying constantly. You see, you're doing your sit downs consistently. You're out there on the highways and byways consistently. All those things are gonna eventually lead to you becoming a very disciplined person, you know. And each person have their own walk in which they have to figure out how to you know, obtain that discipline that we're talking about, man. You see, Colossians 3:1. If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahweh Shah in the Most High. When Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. And doing this takes discipline, man. Having faith, you know, it's bestowed onto you, but it's up to you to keep it up. You see, case in point, you could get a plant beautiful, gorgeous plant. But if you don't do your research on, how much sun it needs, how much water it needs, that plant, although you got it in its healthiest form, it could die. That's the same thing with your truth, with the truth in your faith. It's up to you to not only toil and to maintain that faith, but also abound. You see? So going back to that plant that we just brought out, or that flower, whatever, that if you're doing what you're supposed to, that flower could, or that plant or tree, whatever, it could become, even healthier, stronger, bigger in your presence. But it's all about you having that discipline, man. You see, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affections, evil, concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things' sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience, in which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off these things: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. So now that we, let go the things that were prescribed in verse 5, we have to get more technical and let go of wrath and, filthy communication and malice, and that takes understanding. You're not going to always get your way in this truth, and certain decisions are going to be made which you might not agree with in the truth. You see what I'm saying? But it takes discipline for you to stay in that spirit, and also believe in the will of Yahweh by Shemi Hapushah, man. Believe in that he has everything under control. You see? And the only way you're gonna understand that is if you toil to read these scriptures, to stay in the spirit, brothers. And that takes discipline. Wisdom of Solomon 6:15. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whosoever watches for her shall quickly be without care. For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her, showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love, and love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the insurance of incorruption. And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So, with the brother that I just played in the clip, I want to say his name is Eric Thomas. I listen to him every once in a while. He said that discipline is freedom, and we just read that. You see, those that take heed to wisdom, they will be soon without care. Why is that? Because, man, you're taking responsibility for your life, man. You see what I'm saying? For your, first and foremost, your spiritual life. You're taking responsibility for. You're doing your sit downs. You're trying your hardest to be a brother. You're out there on the highways and byways, man. You see what I'm saying? You're constantly in the scriptures. That's gonna make you assured when it gets bad out here, man. You're gonna be fine. Why is that? Because you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. Conversely, you might have a brother out there, or somebody that's been on comment boards, typing and watching vids. They might not be doing the things that they supposed to be doing consistently, man. So they're gonna be fearful. Why is that? Because they have lacked discipline. You see. But us that's it's been doing this thing, man, just being consistent, best believe the Most High is gonna bless us, man. And again, all this comes from what? It stems from having discipline, man. So I want to exhort brothers, have discipline. That discipline is gonna give you liberty in that day. You see? And that liberty is gonna give us joy when all hell is breaking loose. We're gonna need it. People are gonna be flipping out. Your wife and all that, they can be flipping out. They ain't investing in the spirit. You see what I'm saying? But with those of us that's investing in the spirit, that's paying attention to what's going on, man, we're gonna be fine in that day. This understanding bar is gonna lead to everlasting life. What these people believe in, themselves, these false religions, the government, all that is going to be shut down real soon, man. And then the true understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to be exemplified on the face of the earth. So just want to exhort brothers to stay connected to the scriptures, and just have discipline, man. Discipline, not only, in the brotherhood, but in your everyday life. Whatever you need to get done, get it done. You feel liberated, once you take full responsibility for your life. Okay? All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and double honor to your apostles and your elders that rule well. And peace to you brothers out there that's kicked in his word, sincerity, also in truth. Shalom.